Deary me. I am Stanford Chidge, and I've seriously got finger trouble tonight, but there we go. And this, of course, is the Chelsea Football FanCast, our little Monday evening soiree to Lowell's Bants at the away boys from Arsenal, and it's so much fun! I commend you to go and laugh at Arsenal as much as you can. Now, hopefully there'll be a bit of comedy in this here part, because this is what we like to do after the game. We like to award our match awards, and we call them the Fannies. And there is a man of the match, a chant of the match, a Guinness moment, which is a moment of extreme beauty and skill and flair, exhibited from one of those players in blue, never red, always from a player in blue. And then there's a Celery moment, which is usually a moment of very, very silliness or stupidity or comedy, a bit like Kieran Gibbs being sent off instead of Oxlade-Chamberlain or something like that. So there we go. Now, we usually start proceedings with the man of the match, and this week, of course, as always, we have 3 nominations, and they are Oscar, who I think Ross awarded his man of the match to in his player ratings.
He did.
He did, didn't he? There we go. Oscar, who scored 2 goals, of course, and I think put in a bit of a blinder. Then there was Louise. I think you might find that it was me who nominated Louise, but there you go. But I think he deserved it. I thought he played really, really well, and it's nice to see him getting an outing. Always a pleasure to see that hair on the football pitch. And last but by no means least was Andre Schürrle. And, of course, Schürrle scored a cracking goal, set up the first one, was instrumental in the 4th goal, and again, I thought had a blinding game.
A cracker.
Matic looks impressed anyway.
Yeah.
Matic is definitely giving him a bit of a hug, he says quickly.
What's he doing with his...
Yeah, yes. And move on. Anyway, so those are our 3. Now, who did you... I mean, I will nail my cards to the mast. I voted for Oscar, actually.
I went for Schürrle. I thought he was instrumental, absolutely everything, and totally superb, basically.
No, I wouldn't. I mean, any one of... I mean, there could have been 8 nominations this week, to be fair.
Yeah, I'm disappointed in you.
So you gone for Schürrle?
Totally.
Yeah, I thought Dave had a fantastic match.
I know, and I actually pushed him into the nominations. I don't think Ross would have done, but... Yeah. So is that who you're voting for?
Well, no, given the 3, I'll vote for the 3. I thought Schürrle was great, so I'll vote for him.
You mean Asper, we don't call him Dave?
Yeah. No one knows who Dave is.
We don't recognise Dave.
You'll call him Dave on the pitch.
Look, mate,
well, we don't.
Mate, on the Chelsea or the Podding Shed, you can call him Dave if you want, but on the Chelsea FanCast, we don't recognise that.
OK, Cesar.
That Cesar said in the Camp Way is definitely recognised.
No, it wasn't the Camp Way, it was just the posh way.
So it's just how you talk, isn't it?
He can't be recognised. He's not one of the 3 nominations. You can recognise the name, but not the nomination.
Yeah, I agree. So who are you going for?
Well, I was going to actually go for David Luiz. I was thinking about it because it's great to see him back. And then, when you said you're thinking about great to see hair like that on the pitch, Andy Silverman didn't look happy. So that might add to my...
What are you saying?
There back. Well,
what are you saying?
You always seem to make
I made a hair joke
at his expense about hair. You did. You said about David Luiz's hair.
You're accusing me of being hairist.
You said it's great to see that hair on the pitch.
I would agree.
It's rubbish. It's rubbish, Chef.
Chef.
Yeah, I think you're having a personal attack.
I just think he's overrated anyway.
False accusations. Right, so anyway, you're going for...
I'm going to David Luiz, just it's good to see him back.
Louise.
Schürrle,
and I went for Oscar. So actually, around the table, it would be Schürrle. Boys on the benches, very quickly. Louise. Schürrle. Louise. So there we go. I can exclusively reveal David Colbensdale. No, don't need to actually, because they ran in during the break and told me. But in reverse order this week, this is what really counts. What we say doesn't count anymore. It's all about the vote on the website. And in 3rd place this week, David Luiz and his wonderful hair. I know. 23% for David Luiz. Oscar came 2nd. With 25%, and a stonking winner this week was Andre Schürrle, also known as Johnny Bravo. He got 52%. I mean, I love him. I think that's brilliant.
I thought Hazard was great as well.
I've got no problem with that. I know, but I said we could have nominated 8 people this week. Yeah. But no, I'm happy with Schürrle. That's good. That's good. You voted for him, that's good. Right, next one up is the chant of the match. Now, it's very unusual that you get quite a lot of newish chants in one go. And I'll read them out in the order that I remember them, but I thought this one was brilliant. Specialists in failure. And we're not going to sing the second half, just so you're...
But horrible, but excellent.
Horrible, but
horrible. Yeah.
Specialists in failure, specialists in failure. I loved hearing that ring out, and it hit home where it needed to.
It did.
You know.
And they'd all left by then.
Well, that's true. No, but Wenger hadn't.
No, he hadn't.
And that was the point. The next one... Actually,
they could have enunciated a bit better, because it was a bit...
Could you enunciate it for us properly,
Everybody
Jonathan?
I was with went... What are they saying? Because everybody in the East...
You mean they looked up from their Times and their cup of tea?
Is anything happening on the pitch? What are they saying? And so I said they're saying specialist in failure. Yeah. Oh, that's quite good, isn't it?
All right, the next one is all together now. We want you to stay. We want you to stay. stay. Arsene Wenger, we want you to stay. And I love the juxtaposition with the specialist in failure and then we want you to stay, because we're too kind.
I don't think they think about it that way, though.
The last one, I think, was a real classic old funny from the old Chelsea, because the Arsenal fans, I mean, were they going about their 49 games?
Yeah, it's taken them 10 years to come up with it when United started singing it last
did it
week.
over 10 years ago.
Yeah,
well,
but they brought it back against Liverpool, and since then Arsenal, it's literally taken them 10 years to come up with it.
They're also saying he's won more than you.
He's won more than you.
About Arsene
no, he
Wenger.
hasn't.
No, he
hasn't actually won more than you. I mean, he's won about 25 trophies, you idiots. Anyway, I'm surprised at you Arsenal fans. You've got spreadsheets to work this stuff out, for God's sake. Anyway, the other song, in response to the Arsenal fans going on about their going to Wembley, our lot immediately straight on it was, we'll draw you a map. We'll draw you a map. Wembley Stadium, we'll draw you a map. Absolutely hilarious. Now, I'm going to actually... I'm going to reveal the results, because I have actually got them coming through into my brain as we speak. And actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to ask the boys what they're going to vote for.
Well, no, I was left with one option, really, which was specialist in failure.
Yeah.
And on the Sloop John B subject, I think it reached its nadir yesterday when Southampton fans were singing "We Sing Our Own Songs" to the tune of Sloop John B.
Oh,
that's the end. Me. No more.
No
Never,
more.
Ever. Gone.
Yeah,
Finished.
I know. That will count. In your book, that would count against "We'll Draw You a Map."
Yeah.
But I know it's Sloop John B, but I have to say that was chuffing funny.
Was
Specialist
clever.
in failure was the funniest anyway, because it was most overtly offensive to
No,
them.
I personally, I'll lay my colours to the mast here. I voted for specialist in favour. That's what you're going for. No, fair enough. Specialist in failure?
Yeah, for the same reason.
Yeah, I'll go for that as well.
Yeah, let's kick Sloop John B out of football.
Yeah, I agree.
So there we go. Absolute house. We're all going for specialist in failure. What about the boys on the benches?
Specialist in failure.
Yeah. I didn't know you were a specialist in failure. I didn't know you needed a map
He
sheet.
was talking to you.
Oh, he was talking to me, was he? Oh, fair enough. So, specialist in favour, we'll draw you a map, Gaffer.
Specialist in failure.
Okay, well, there we go. So,
cartographers?
pretty unanimous that us on the Chelsea Fancast would like specialist in favour, but I can reveal exclusively that in third place, on 14%, we have We Want You to Stay, Arsene Wenger, We Want You to Stay. On it's tied. I mean, if this was a general election, there'd be a recount, because the statistical marginal error here is you know what they say? It's like 3% standard deviation and all of that.
Yeah.
This is kind of something else that Arsenal fans know about. They know a lot about standard deviation and statistics.
And not wearing socks.
And not wearing socks, and having skinny jeans and Hoxton haircuts,
Exactly.
and those awful bicycles.
Those bicycles, yeah. And
Clive
what a wonderful article
It
that
was. Driver on the Wing.
Driver on the Wing.
Genius. Check it
Genius.
out. Chelsea Supporters Group website
Clive
every
O'Connell.
week.
Fantastic.
Yeah. All right, anyway, it is very, very, very tight. In second place, specialist in failure, 42%. Right, which means the winner is, I'm afraid, Pablo, we'll draw you a map.
Recount.
44%. No, fair enough. I don't mind
But
that.
surely, with all of our votes being unanimous, we win.
People have spoken, Pablo.
But we're the people.
Yeah, but, you know, we are the people. Yeah, I like what you've done there. Excellent. All right. Now, talking of messages to Wenger, and particularly us wanting him to stay, the brilliant people from the new Chelsea Fans channel, which is a YouTube channel, some lovely blokes doing it, some of whom we know, and they were out and about around Stamford Bridge after the match, sticking their microphone in front of you horrible lot to get your reaction. And this, this is just brilliant. It's so funny. And before we see it, you must go and subscribe to Chelsea Fans channel on YouTube. I couldn't show you the other one they had on there, but it involves a bloke wearing a wig, which is why we win. I mean, there's just some hilarious stuff on there. Go and check it out. But this is what they had to say about Wenger.
We've got to send a message out to Arsenal. It's a special day, 1,000 games in charge. You got a message for him?
Oh, mate, can you just stay with Arsenal forever, please? Because it's just so funny.
Well, 500 was Didier drop at 1-0, and if it's 1,500, it might be 8-0.
We want you to stay.
We want you to stay, Wenger. We want you to stay.
Up to Chelsea, come on to Chelsea.
Change clubs.
No, stay where you are.
You play 1,000 games, change club.
Please stay, old boy. Stay for another 1,000 games. Absolutely superb. We love you, Wenger. Please stay.
We want him to stay. 1,000 more.
1,000 games, you've still got nothing.
Oh, keep coming back.
Keep coming back to Stamford Bridge. Please, Arsenal, keep him for 1,000 more.
Unlucky.
Unlucky.
Oh man, that's funny, isn't it? I tell you, that's brilliant. So thank you to the Chelsea Fans channel for allowing us to show that. And as I said, do check them out on YouTube. They are hysterical. Now, if you want us to show one of your videos, which will save me the job of scouring YouTube to nick it from you, then all you have to do is film it properly. As we all know, you press that button and you go like that.
So
you do not go like that.
This is wrong, then.
You go, that is wrong.
That is right.
This is right.
Please don't entertain him, Jonathan.
Exactly. Do that, record it, and then email me, and I'll figure out a way for you to get it to us. But it'd be lovely to do that. Anyway, it's chelseafancast@gmail.com. Do it, because it's great fun. We've got some more videos coming up later in the show, actually, just like that. So that'll be great fun. Now, on we go with the show, and our next fanny is the Guinness moment. Now, the Guinness moment is awarded by us lot for a moment of beautiful football, sheer brilliance. Techers, skills, flair, you name it. That's what it's all about. And this week, the nominations, I've decided to simplify because there were so many potential moments this week. We would have been just doing a show on that. So I've tried to make it simple, and I've just chosen 3 goals. And yeah, well, why not? You know, they all made me go ooh in a slightly weird kind of sexual way. Anyway, the first one was Oscar's goal, which I loved. I thought that was cracking. Sorry, I just messed the gallery around because I stick to the script, Greg said. He's dead right. I can't read, Greg. That's the problem.
Do you find that every goal creates a sexual frisson?
It does. They all make me go moist.
Oh, really?
They do. But anyway, Oscar's goal was absolutely brilliant. I loved the whole build-up to that. Schürrle's flick was absolutely fantastic, and I think that is well worth a shout. We discussed it earlier on in the show, but Eto's goal, again, was just...
The way that he changed feet and flicked it into the corner was absolutely...
He left Oxlade-Chamberlain on his rear end.
Yeah, and then he stood there like that.
I said in my blog, with surgical precision, he bent it into the net.
I don't think he bent it at all.
He did.
Slid it.
He did. He bent it in like that.
The only shame,
bit of curl.
Bit of curl. He curled one out, mate.
Yeah.
The only shame was he did his hamstring doing it.
Yeah.
Other than that.
Tumbleweed. All right, last but by no means least.
No, we got it.
You just ignored it.
Yeah, we ignored it. Yeah.
Okay. Do you know what? I did a programme for Nuts, and we actually did a poo 11 in football. So we had like Danny Shittu in there.
Clever.
You know, and other people like that.
How many others could you name?
I can't remember now, but it was hilarious.
There was a Henry Bowell movement.
There was some. No, there wasn't any Henry Bowell. Anyway, enough. The last goal, Schürrle's goal. Because Jonathan likes it, really. That's the only reason I put it in there. No. Again, another great goal. Superb build-up, great move, and he put it away lovely. So those are our 3 our 3 Guinness nominees this week. And
the Oscar nominations, if you like.
The Oscar nomination. You know what, won't we? We'll just have to do the entire fannies with Oscar, and we'll call it the Oscars. What is that? How's that?
Clever, yeah.
I like that. Okay. What are you going for?
Eto's goal.
Etu.
I
think it's a super goal. Etu.
It has to be, for every reason we've said so many times already.
Can you describe it for me again one more time?
Curled it to the corner. And he stood there like that.
No, he didn't. He was like that.
Yeah, well, then he did that.
That's great. That's great. Are you going for Etu or what?
Yeah, definitely has to be. Everything about it.
All right, okay. You're going to go for Etu? And
No.
don't describe it.
I'm not going to.
good. I'm refreshed.
I'm going to go for Schürrle's because Etu made the run to the right, and then he just slotted it into the corner. He didn't bend it. He just slotted it into the corner.
So Schürrle for you.
Schürrle for me.
Eto for us. I think I went for Etu's goal too, so I'm going to stick with that. Okay, I can reveal exclusively that the results are in 3rd place, sadly for some, because I thought it was a great build-up to this goal. Oscar's goal on 8%. In 2nd place, Schürrle's goal with 14%. And a whopping great big 78% for Eto's goal. So there we go.
I loved Eto's goal though, so I'm happy.
No, that's fair enough.
Describe it for me.
No.
I'd rather hear what the benches have to say. Were you broadly in agreement with that?
Yeah, I thought Eto's goal was absolute class. It shows, what a play was in his pomp, and he still got it. He may have lost the pace, to use a cliche, but he can still know where the goal is.
You only need pace over 5 yards, Andy, and the thing about Eto is that's what he's got.
I think he's got better and better.
Yeah, he has.
Mixler agreeing.
Scored more important goals this season than Torres has in his Chelsea career.
He keeps coming up with the big goals in the big games. I mean, he's becoming a real cult hero, I think, and there'll be another reason for this in the Celery moment in a minute. You'll be delighted to know. But I'm loving Eto even more.
He's got about 4 votes on Mixler here. He's got Carbasili or something like that, Charlie Wright, Zuriel NG.
All the regulars.
Yeah, all the regulars.
Yeah.
But everyone seems to be going for Eto.
I love when he walked off with his injury. He's milking it to the crowd. We're all going, Samuel Eto, Samuel Eto. I think we should have been saying goodbye because he was being...
He was looking as if it was like that.
He was off the pitch.
Yeah, I'm never playing everything.
No, but I just loved it. But he was milking it. It was absolutely fantastic.
Even we got up in the East
Even
Stand.
you got up in the East Stand? Well, that was probably for a loo break, wasn't it?
No, we got up and said, who's that?
Who's that? Are they playing?
Yeah.
How dare they? I'm trying to read my newspaper.
Exactly.
Right, okay, last but by no any means least, we have the Celery moment for this week. And again, there were so many. I mean, the whole match was a Celery moment, really, wasn't it? But what I have gone for, I've gone for the wrong player being sent off, which is one of the funniest things I've seen on a football pitch for a long, long time. It would be absolutely obscene of us if we didn't. There we go. There's a lovely shot of Gibbs going, "What, me? You should have gone to Specsavers, ref." There we go. Mariner, what a Burke. Anyway, the second one, we've got to go for Chelsea generally ruining Arsene Wenger's 1,000th match. Poor old Arsene Wenger. There we go. All together now. I'm sorry. It's so sad.
I don't know what to do. I'm just sitting here doing nothing. I don't know. I've no turn.
I can hear him in my ear. It's amazing, isn't it? And our last nomination, I just love this. We've been talking about Samuel Eto'o for most of this show, it seems like. There he is! Hey, look at that celebration.
Look at the size of that in his shorts.
Are you celebrating a goal, or are you just pleased to see him?
Perhaps he gets a sexual threesome like you, Chidge.
Yeah. He's a sexual kind of man.
Yeah, he looks like it.
He's a don, man. I tell you, he is a don. Oh, can I see that again? There we go.
Oh,
no, calm down, Jonathan.
29.
Jonathan, calm down. It's not real. It's not real. I want to see it again. I want more. Now, everybody be quiet. I want to talk through this. Look at that.
What's that bloke
Chest
pointing
out.
at?
Yeah, but hey, hang on a minute. Yeah, but he's not celebrating to the Chelsea fans there. He's winding the Gooners up. Isn't he? He's like saying, yeah, you're rubbish. I love it. I just love that he's a don.
Someone made the point about it being him and Belletti that scored the 2 goals when they lost the Champions League final as well.
Oh, yes. So there's a bit of history there.
Both Chelsea.
Yeah, both Chelsea.
Cult heroes at Chelsea.
Like that. No, he really is becoming a cult hero. He really, really is, isn't he? All right, okay. So who are you going to go for out of that? No, looking at the results.
Ruining Wenger's days because it was hilarious.
You kind of got it, really.
Yeah.
Even though the other two are so brilliant, I know.
There's all kind of all-encompassing, really, isn't it?
They are really. I myself went for ruining Wenger's party because you kind of got to. So me and Pablo are both going for that. Darren?
Nicky killed off Jonathan is saying that Samuel Eto'o had celery in his shorts.
Yeah. Celery!
That's it.
Yeah.
That's good.
I'm going to go for him. Just the whole 1000th game.
Going for the ruining Wenger's party.
It was more so because all the journalists beforehand, for days and days, they were just going on about it all the bloody time.
But also how they were going to do something on the day. That was this big thing as we were all set up, was we're going to have a fall every single time. So.
It's great.
And also the fact that Mourinho was his usual self beforehand. I mean, Mourinho would look very stupid if we had lost everything he was saying about like how he respects Arsenal and Wenger, and then had the drive at Wenger after saying that. And he's not really been overly complimentary all season towards Wenger, so that also added to how
he had to win it. He must have had those boys. I mean, one thing I didn't say earlier on, though, but when I got in there and Joe Tweeds was there a bit before me, and I asked him, I said, sorry, no lesser man than Joe Tweeds. And he said, I said, I'm a bit nervous today. He said, no, don't be. He said, I was here and they were all the Chelsea players were all warming up before, and he said they looked right on it. They really did. They looked at it. So Mourinho got them really fired up, and I mean they came out and blitzed them. What are you going to go for in the Celery moment?
I've forgotten which ones they are. Actually.
Wrong player being sent off, ruining Wenger's party, Eto'o's goal celebration
/ package.
Oh, that last one, of course. Yeah,
he's going for Eto'o's lump of celery. Okay, benches very quickly.
After the goal, lovely goal.
Benches.
Ruining the whole day.
Ruining the whole day.
Yeah, I'll be down.
Well, it's amazing, but we're all going for that. Apart from Jonathan's going for Samuel Eto'o's package. But I'm amazed I can reveal the results, and you will not be amazed, I mean to say. But unfortunately, there's only 7% that agree with Jonathan and who have a thing for Eto'o. He is in third place. I know, and beat a shame on you. 20% of you went for the wrong player sending off, which means a whopping 73% of you have gone for ruining Arsene Wenger's 1,000th match party. I quite agree. Round of applause for everybody who voted, including us. That's absolutely brilliant. There we go. Now, we're going to have more fun and games in a minute because in a few seconds we're going to be talking about the Galatasaray game from last week, which was a great fun win for us as well, with all sorts of other stuff. Anyway, we'll be back in a minute.